here with me. What's the deal, y'all? Trap News Network tapping in, man. It's TNN, Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge, though. You ain't finna get nobody's college, though. Shout out to Trap News Network, tapped in from Northwest London, UK. Big shout out to the UK in this thing. UK 10, this thing 10. You feel me? Tap in with that. My man Giving Life in here tapped in, showing us love, Man, we actually got some paperwork. We actually got some paperwork. We actually got some paperwork. So let's get into this, man. I ain't finna hold y'all. We got some loose cannon paperwork given to us by Gigi. That's his real wife, not Sharice Mills, a fake wife. Let's see what Gigi got on loose cannon, man. It's a whole bunch of paperwork, but I think that it's proven snitch documents. Let's get into this content.
With receipts, which is why I wanted to pull up and show you guys that I didn't just take it. You know, I looked up the case. Even though he said it, I want to look it up. So I wanted to show you guys. Let's pull that up again just for those anybody who wants to go check out the case that they were on or whatever the case may be. There's the case number. Like I said, I didn't just take his word for it. I actually pulled up the case because he said, I took 19 charges. I'm like, you did? Let me go. I had to ask. I said, well, what's your first and last name and birthday? Let me go find this info. So he did. He did take 19 charges, as you guys could see. And like I said, he could only speak. I wasn't there. But
yeah, so Luce Cannon did a flu flam with his homie. His homie ended up taking 19 charges. Meanwhile, Luce Cannon went home. So they trying to figure out exactly how that's even possible. You feel me?
It sounds like I said, what he's saying is true because Luce got a lot dismissed for, everything was the same. When you go pull it up for yourselves, you guys will see, they both had $1 million bail, both had 50,000. They both take the declaration, and Luce got nothing but 1385 PCs, like craziness. And he had King Chosen had one dismissed. And if you go pull up the paperwork yourself, you'll see next to his, it just says in the interest of justice. It does not state 1385 PC.
And I actually want to pull this up for y'all so y'all can see exactly what this means. I did a little bit of research. Shout out to my mods who helped me out. You feel me? Let me send y'all this real quick. Because we want to know what... Let me see. You know what? I could just pull it up like this. Hold on. Let me see. $13.85 PC. All right, let me show y'all this real quick. Couldn't imagine why you were watching somebody's content that you thought was annoying. Don't know why you do that. I wouldn't. Not how I spend my time in my day. California Penal Code Section 1385 PC allows a judge or magistrate to dismiss a criminal case or strike a sentence enhancement in the interest of justice. The judge may state reasons for dismissal on the record. So, with that being said, in layman's terms, what that basically says is the judge basically just said, so the judge basically just said, you good, you get up out of here. You gave us what we needed, we good with you. You did what you had to do for us, so we did what we had to do for you. The judge specifically dismissed him. So that means that, typically speaking, you can't say 100%, but it typically means that you did something to cooperate with the judge, you feel me? And all that kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. Yep, now you can't comment on mine, so there's that. I don't know why you're so angry in the chat at 5 o'clock in the morning, but, we're just going to go ahead and give you a timeout to think about that. If you come in my chat and you're hostile and you're aggressive, we're just going to get you out of here. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't understand what you're so aggressive about at 5 o'clock in the morning. Go get some Apple Jacks. Anyway, chat, I don't know what's going on with that dude. Yeah, so a judge has dismissed his situation because the judge was satisfied with the conditions or the arrangement that they have given, and he fulfilled his duties to the courts, and the judge was allowing him to kind of skate and be about his business.
So, thought that was interesting. And I'm not a lawyer, just pointing out my observations. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why Chosen said just in the interest of justice and why Luce's every one of his dismissals is saying 1385 PC. 1385 PC was not on Chosen's paperwork. It was only on Luce's. And like I said, everything was the same up until they both did their declarations, and then Cannon's case changed and his stuff was dismissed. So I don't know. You guys make your own assumptions. We can only go by, this, and he was involved, right? He was there. So no, for real, 19 charges is wild. Let's pull that back up for you guys. I mean, that's a
So imagine hitting a lick with your homie. Y'all both get caught. You got to take 19 charges. That nigga somehow or whatever goes out gone, and that's that.
Listen, I could never be a gang banger street person because, boy, let me tell you, 19 charges my ass. That's insane. But this is what the cost that happens when anything you're involved with Cannon in anything. He's setting you up every which way, left and right. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. If somebody you've known for that long, then you set him up. Not only do you get him doing, taking 19 charges, and you getting all of yours dismissed, and you take one, then you set him up, and you got your homeboys beating him in the head. Like it's crazy. And I want to make it very clear, I was not there. I was at work when the beating happened. I found out afterwards. I only talked to the girl. The girl just told me what happened, that Cannon's friend beat the Chosen. And I never seen Chosen after that until right now. So I've never seen Chosen until right now. He totally disappeared. So I had no clue. Like I said, I only heard Cannon's side because Chosen had disappeared. I heard from the girl, that the friend had beat him severely, and that was the last I heard of him. So thank God he's okay. Praises to the Almighty, and it just brings me back to, like I said, when I saw that no jumper thing, it resonates with you. And I know for people, they're just like, move on, get over it, stop talking about it. But when you're silent for so long because you're afraid of the backlash, you're afraid of somebody's beating you so bad all the time, instilling in your mind that nobody's going to believe you, I have more power than you start to believe it. So for everybody telling me to just move on and get over it, that's not going to stop me. It makes me go harder. You know what I'm saying? It honestly does. It motivates me to, I'm literally like plotting and planning, like, how can I get the truth out even further? Like, so all that, like, oh, she's bitter, move on, get over it, who cares if he beats you, it just drives me to go harder because, for people like me, Chosen and all.
Now, here's the thing about the Chosen nigga. Imagine being dumb enough to let Luce Cannon talk you into a bad idea like hitting a lick. Imagine being dumb enough to let Luce Cannon be the only person to get away with hitting this lick and then you go to jail. Imagine then Luce Cannon whooping my dog, man. My dog, you doing too much, dog. Imagine Luce Cannon then whooping your feet. You got tricked, went to jail for, and whooped by Luce Cannon, Mr. Chosen. So, kind of hard to take you serious, not gonna lie.
People who stay silent, who don't snitch, you know what I'm saying? You don't go tell this person, it for all those people who were, who stay silent and let people like Luce get away with it in fear for those trolls, like those trolls, you trolls out there, yeah, I decided one day enough is enough. And I'm going full force. I'm getting the truth out there. I might start using billboards to get my truth out. I don't know. I do not know. But Big Gigi is coming with the truth per usual, with receipts, with interviews. You guys already know. I do have a surprise to share with you guys. All of my subscribers, I really appreciate every single one of you who's been rocking with me, who's been supporting the truth. With receipts, who is not denying the receipts, what's in front of your own two peepers. I want to let you guys know tomorrow, please tune in. I will be having a surprise. I will be on Tasha K live tomorrow, sharing the truth. As you guys know, I've already done Tasha K before, but I will be on Tasha K tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. Please tune in, you guys. And share. Run those likes up when you see me on Tasha K tomorrow. I'll be on Tasha K tomorrow at 1:30, you guys. And you know, hey, you guys, justice for Legacy, justice for Jay Reed, Marciano, Chosen, and anybody else who was affected by Luce Cannon, Luce Cannon's children that he doesn't claim. You know, justice for everybody, like I said, who's been affected by Luce Cannon and Sharice Mills with their lies. Justice for Little Dirk that they just set up in their, you know, justice for any and everybody. Shawnee O'Neal, you know, Meek Mill, Rick Ross. What did he say? Mariah Carey. Anybody that Cannon has
Mariah Carey. What did Mariah Carey do to deserve this?
lied on, Cannon and Sharice have lied on, manipulated, set up, lined up. I'm doing this for all of y'all. Period, point blank. So tomorrow we will be a Tasha Cake. You guys, boop, 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 boop. Hey, you guys told me, you know what I'm saying? Go harder, come with them, the truth, don't stop, and you guys motivate me. You know what I'm saying? All you real ones out there motivate me. I appreciate each and every one of you sticking by me. And we going up tomorrow, man. We getting that truth out there far and wide. We're doing a panoramic tour. Woo!
A panoramic tour is crazy. Let's see if she adds anything else to this in this last 9 minutes before we get up out of here.
I appreciate y'all. Share, like, subscribe to this video, please. Share it with everybody. And yeah, like I said, I will.
Yeah, Chosen is for sure. One of Luce Cannon's beaten girlfriends for sure.
Answer some of your questions now. I'll take a couple because you know I love talking to y'all, shooting.
All right, man. So that's that with the paperwork. Y'all know the deal, though. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. And it's free Avenue Agent 2. He's free. We got